Have you ever opened a Power BI report, a SharePoint site, or a Power App or Power Page and thought, why does this feel overwhelming? Even when the data is correct, even when everything technically works, sometimes it just feels chaotic. And most of the time, it's because of color. Too many colors, overly bright colors, no structure behind the choices. So today, I'm going to teach you color theory, not as an artist, but as a data analyst working inside Microsoft tools. Because color isn't decoration. Color is communication. I'm Alison Gonzalez. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer here at Pragmatic Works, and my degree is in design, and I spent years as a web designer. I teach Power BI, SharePoint, Power Pages, and other Microsoft tools now. And one of the most common design mistakes I see analysts make is misusing color. So today, we are going to break down color theory in a practical way that applies directly to your reports and dashboards and internal and external sites. No art degree required. Color theory is the framework that explains how colors interact with each other and how humans perceive them. It helps us understand why certain colors feel cohesive, why others feel chaotic, and how colors influence attention. And also, how we use it intentionally plays a big part in what we show. In data work, color has specific jobs. It can show importance, it can signal alerts, it can separate categories, it can establish a hierarchy, and importantly, it can support accessibility. If color doesn't have a job, it probably shouldn't be there. So let's start with the foundation, the color wheel. Your primary colors are red, blue, and yellow. These colors just exist. They cannot be created by mixing other colors. Your secondary colors, however, those are created by mixing your primary colors. So red and blue equals purple. Blue and yellow equals green. Red and yellow equals orange. Well, why does this matter to you now? When you understand how colors relate on the color wheel, you can build color palettes that feel intentional. If you randomly grab colors from all over the wheel, your designs, your reports, your dashboards, your sites, they start to feel noisy. And if you choose colors that are related, it can help it be structured and calm. Now let's talk about the characteristics of color. This is where analysts can really level up. Hue is the color family. So red, blue, green. Chroma is the saturation. It's how intense or pure the color is. A high chroma is very bright. A low chroma is muted. So reducing your saturation instantly makes reports feel more professional. Now, the final one I'm going to talk is lightness and value, how light or dark a color is. And this is very critical for contrast and readability, right? It's essentially if you are mixing in white and black to that color, where are those shades showing up? So let's talk about structured color combinations because yes, they've got some names. So first off, monochromatic. That is where you have one hue, just different lightness values. So for example, you would use a dark blue for your headings. You could use a medium blue for your bar charts. Now, analogous is colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. So for example, you could have a blue-green, and a green. Nice flow. And it feels very harmonious and calm. And this is really great for when you need some differentiation without that chaos, right? This group is blue, this group is green, any crossover is the blue and green. Complementary are opposites. So blue and orange are opposite each other on the color wheel, which makes them go together well. Now, doing this creates a strong contrast. You want to use this very intentionally though. We need to consider the vision differences that may be occurring. So as we're discussing all of these color concepts and how you can move them over, we also need to keep in mind, not everyone can see these colors, especially red, green. It's one of the most common color blindness that is out there. Now, you do not need to invent color palettes from scratch. I will have some really good color palette sources linked for you in the description below, so you can easily hop over, find one for you. You can also, and probably a lot of you will have to do this, design based on your company colors. So ask your marketing team for your company colors, and they odds are, would be thrilled, as a former marketing manager, to give you that information to let you know, hey, here's a perfect copy of the logo you can use. Now, something to consider if you are making your own color palette or picking and choosing from your company colors, you really want to aim for one primary color, an accent color, an alert color as well, and then have a few neutrals that you can use as like backgrounds for visuals, backgrounds for like your page sections, for your web parts sections. And that is enough. You don't need to pick 50 different colors. Restraint is design maturity. Now, this is a part where we move from nice looking to professional. WCAG stands for Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. These standards ensure digital content is usable for people with visual impairments. One major requirement is color contrast. Text must have enough contrast against its background. So according to those standards, minimum contrast ratio for normal text is 4.5 to 1. For larger text, that is a 3 to 1 minimum ratio. Now, here's what that actually looks like in practice. This is my personal favorite color contrast analyzer that I use. I will have this link below. It is a download. So if you cannot download to your device, I like this site to be able to get the same information. I also even have a Chrome extension. Now, utilizing this, I'm here on Coolers, which is one of the fun color palette sites that I have for you all to utilize. And we can see we have a few styles of complementary. We have this nice monochromatic ocean blue serenity here. Well, let's consider, as we look at our color contrast analyzer, our foreground color is our text, as we see in our preview. Our background color is the background. And I can see an example of text as well as a UI component, like an icon, and how that would look. And then here in my WCAG results, I can see that minimum as well as the enhanced text, as well as even for UI components like our icons. What we need to do is let's go with this blue. And let's say I'm going to use this blue monochromatic serenity color palette for my report or site that I'm creating. Well, I'm going to say, you know what? I want to use this dark blue. Let me get my color picker. I'm going to use this dark blue for my text. And I want one of those lighter blues for my background. So again, I want to make sure, and we can already see we've dropped from that 21 to 1 down to 17.8 to 1. Still great, still fine. This would work fantastic. So let's adjust this though, and we're going to go with blue. So let's say if I'm like, you know what, let's go with this brighter kind of middle shade blue. Well, it still works. We're meeting it, not by a ton, but we are still meeting it. And so using the dark blue plus this lighter bright blue would still be sufficient contrast for all of your text components. Now, if I darken this a little bit though, let's say I go with this, absolutely not. There's plenty of options in here, just making sure whenever you're picking that color palette, your headings to the neutrals you'd use in your background will show that sufficient contrast in here. Color is not about being artistic. It's about clarity, hierarchy, emotional tone, accessibility, and even trust. When it's done well, color reduces the cognitive load. When it's used poorly, it can create friction. So as data analyst, your job isn't to just present information, it's to make insights easier to understand. It's to do the data storytelling, to guide people through what you have created, to show them what is important, and to lead them through your report, your site, your app, whatever it is you are working on. Now, if this was helpful, give it a like, and please let me know in the comments what design concepts you would like me to break down next. And if you want to get my help with designing your reports, dashboards, apps, and sites, then you can use the link pragmaticworks.com/meetag. You can schedule a meeting with me to talk about how I can help you design your project, or I could just do it for you. Let's go.